Lendl Simmons turned cricket into a $5 million empire while most players went broke after retiring. While cricket fans argue about the greatest batsman, this former West Indies star quietly built something far more valuable than any batting average. Today in 2025, he sits on a $5.1 million fortune. But his story isn't about flashy Instagram posts or loud celebrations. It's about a man who played the long game both on and off the field. Most cricketers retire broke. Statistics show that 78% of professional athletes lose their wealth within 5 years of retirement. Simmons, he's getting richer every year he's away from the game. How did a quiet boy from Port of Spain, Trinidad, crack the code that so many superstars couldn't? The answer will shock you because it starts with a decision he made when he was just 15 years old. Simmons didn't come from money. He grew up in central Trinidad, where his parents worked regular jobs to make ends meet. But cricket ran in his blood. His grandfather played local cricket, and his father spent weekends teaching him proper technique in their small backyard. From age 8, Simmons was different. While other kids played for fun, he played with purpose. He studied every bowler, memorized every field position, and practiced until his hands bled. His school coach noticed something special. This kid thought 3 moves ahead. But here's where the story gets interesting. By 15, Simmons was already earning money from cricket. Local clubs paid him small amounts to play weekend matches. Instead of spending it on toys or treats like every other teenager, he gave the money to his mother to save. Even as a teenager, he understood that cricket wouldn't last forever. This single decision separated him from 99% of future professional athletes who never think beyond their next paycheck. Simmons made his international debut in 2006. He was nervous, talented, and hungry. His first few years were tough, dropping catches, missing runs, and facing criticism from fans who expected instant magic. But here's where Simmons showed his true intelligence. While other young players partied or spent their match fees on expensive clothes, Simmons lived like a college student. He shared hotel rooms, ate simple meals, and sent most of his earnings back home to his family. His teammates thought he was crazy. Today, most of those teammates are working regular jobs while Simmons counts millions. The real breakthrough came during the 2012 T20 World Cup. Simmons scored crucial runs that helped West Indies reach the final. But more importantly, that tournament opened doors to franchise cricket around the world. Teams noticed his calm style and smart batting. Contract offers started coming from leagues in India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. This is where most players make their biggest mistake. They take the money and start spending like kings. Simmons did something completely different. The Indian Premier League changed everything for Simmons. Between 2013 and 2019, he earned over $2 million playing for teams like Mumbai Indians and rising Pune Supergiant. But earning money and keeping money are two completely different skills. Most IPL players buy luxury cars, expensive watches, and designer clothes. They live in 5-star hotels and eat at fancy restaurants. Simmons watched his teammates spend $50,000 on a watch and knew they were making a huge mistake. Instead, Simmons hired a financial advisor in his second IPL season. Together, they created a simple rule that changed his life forever. Save 60% of every payment, invest 25%, and live on only 15%. This meant when he earned $400,000 in one season, he saved $240,000, invested $100,000, and lived on just $60,000. While his teammates thought he was living poorly, Simmons was building his future empire brick by brick. His biggest financial lesson came in 2015 when a close friend asked him to invest in a restaurant business. Simmons put in $50,000 and lost it all within 8 months. Most people would get angry and give up on investing. But Simmons did something smarter. He studied what went wrong. He learned about cash flow, market research, and business planning. He read books, attended seminars, and talked to successful businessmen. That failed investment became better than any MBA degree because it taught him real lessons with real money. Then came the moment that changed everything. The 2016 T20 World Cup semi-final against India was supposed to be the end of West Indies' tournament. They were chasing 193 runs, and after losing 2 early wickets, most fans had given up hope. The pressure was enormous. 1 billion Indian fans were watching. The entire Caribbean was praying. But Simmons had a different plan. He walked to the crease with ice in his veins. What happened next was pure magic. Simmons scored 51 runs off just 26 balls. His innings included 3 massive sixes that left 50,000 people in the stadium speechless. West Indies won by 7 wickets, and Simmons became a hero overnight. Videos of his sixes got millions of views. Newspapers called him a superstar. But the real victory came 6 months later when his agent called with incredible news. That performance increased his market value by 400%. Suddenly, every T20 league in the world wanted him. His agent negotiated deals worth $1.8 million over the next 2 years. Teams were offering him $300,000 for just 6 weeks of cricket. But instead of celebrating with expensive parties like most players would, Simmons celebrated by buying his first investment property, a small apartment building in Trinidad that generated $2,000 monthly rental income. From 2016 to 2020, Simmons became a cricket mercenary in the best possible way. He played in 11 different T20 leagues across 4 continents: Caribbean Premier League, Pakistan Super League, Bangladesh Premier League, UAE leagues. He said yes to everything that made financial sense. His travel schedule was brutal: 3 months in India, 2 months in Pakistan, 6 weeks in Bangladesh, then back to the Caribbean. Most players would burn out from this lifestyle, but Simmons had a secret weapon. His secret was preparation. While other players struggled with different conditions, Simmons studied each venue before arrival. He watched hours of video footage of local bowlers, analyzed pitch conditions, and practiced specific shots for different grounds. He treated each league like a business project, not just a cricket tournament. This homework helped him perform consistently, which meant more contracts and higher fees. Teams knew that signing Simmons meant getting reliable runs, not just talent. By 2018, Simmons had earned over $3 million from cricket. But here's what separated him from every other athlete. He understood that earning money was the easy part. Keeping and growing that money was the real challenge. This is where 90% of professional athletes fail miserably. They earn millions but retire broke because they never learned how to make their money work for them. Simmons invested his millions in 3 main areas: real estate, stocks, and businesses. His first major purchase was 5 acres of land in northern Trinidad for $400,000 in 2017. His friends thought he was crazy buying empty land instead of a fancy car. Today, that same land is worth over $1.2 million due to new development in the area. While his friends' cars lost value every year, Simmons' land tripled in value. His stock portfolio focused on boring, stable companies that paid regular dividends. He bought shares in banks, utility companies, and food businesses. Nothing sexy or exciting. His financial advisor taught him that boring investments often make the most money over long periods. While other athletes invested in risky startups and cryptocurrency, Simmons bought shares in companies that people needed every day: electricity, water, and food. In 2019, Simmons made his biggest purchase: a hilltop mansion overlooking Trinidad's northern coast. The $2 million property took 2 years to build and includes everything a successful athlete could want. 6 bedrooms, each with ocean views. A private recording studio where Simmons writes music as a hobby. A rooftop lounge, perfect for entertaining friends and family. A home cinema with surround sound and leather seating for 12 people. But the most important room in the house is his home office. This is where Simmons manages his business empire. 3 computer screens show stock prices, property values, and business reports. A wall-mounted whiteboard tracks his monthly income from different sources. This room represents the difference between Simmons and other retired athletes. While they watch TV all day, he's building wealth. The mansion also includes a professional training facility with indoor batting cages, bowling machines, and a full gym. Even in retirement, Simmons maintains his fitness and occasionally coaches young players who visit his home. He believes staying physically sharp keeps his mind sharp for business decisions. Success means nothing without people to share it with. and Simmons learned this lesson early. He married his college girlfriend in 2018, and they now have 3 beautiful children. His wife manages the family's day-to-day finances, while Simmons focuses on long-term investments. They make all major financial decisions together, which prevents the spending problems that destroy many athletic marriages. Their children attend an international school in Trinidad, where they learn multiple languages and participate in various sports. Simmons wants them to have opportunities he never had, but he also teaches them the value of hard work and saving money. Every month, he shows them his investment statements and explains how money grows over time. His 8-year-old already has a savings account and understands compound interest better than most adults. Family vacations are modest but memorable. Instead of 5-star resorts that cost $2,000 per night, they visit quiet beaches in Grenada or explore historical sites in Barbados. Simmons believes experiences matter more than expensive hotels. These trips cost $5,000 instead of $50,000, and the children enjoy them just as much because they're together as a family. Retirement in 2021 didn't mean stopping work for Simmons. Instead, he launched 3 business ventures that now generate over $500,000 annually in combined income. The first business is the Simmons Cricket and Wellness Academy, which opened in 2023 in Port of Spain. The facility offers free training to poor kids while also running paid programs for serious players. The academy employs 8 full-time coaches and serves over 200 students annually. The academy isn't just about cricket, it teaches life skills, money management, and proper nutrition. Simmons knows that most young athletes will never make it professionally, so he prepares them for regular careers too. The academy has partnerships with local colleges and trade schools to help students continue their education. His second business is a silent partnership in a media production company that creates content for Caribbean television and streaming platforms. Simmons provides funding and strategic advice while staying out of daily operations. This business is growing rapidly as more Caribbean content gets global attention through streaming services. The third venture is a chain of health-focused restaurants called Fuel Stop. These locations serve fresh juices, salads, and grilled meats to busy professionals who want healthy food quickly. 3 locations are now open in Trinidad, with plans for 5 more by 2026. Each restaurant generates about $15,000 monthly profit, creating steady passive income for Simmons. Success should be enjoyed, and Simmons enjoys his through a carefully chosen car collection. 4 vehicles sit in his mansion's garage, each serving a different purpose. The Ferrari Portofino is his weekend car, perfect for coastal drives with his wife. The Range Rover Sport SVR handles family duties and rough Trinidad roads. The Mercedes-AMG GT is for business meetings and formal events. The newest addition, a Bentley Continental GT convertible, is pure luxury for special occasions. Each car features custom details that reflect his Caribbean heritage: subtle island flag colors in the stitching, tropical wood trim, and personalized license plates. But unlike many celebrities, Simmons rarely posts photos of his cars on social media. He believes real wealth doesn't need constant validation from strangers online. Simmons also maintains a luxury apartment in Dubai, where he spends 6 weeks annually managing international business interests. The Middle East location provides easy access to cricket events, business meetings, and investment opportunities across Asia and Europe. His Dubai apartment overlooks the marina and serves as a base for meetings with other retired cricketers who've become successful businessmen. During his Dubai stays, Simmons also mentors young Caribbean players who compete in UAE leagues. He shares financial advice and helps them avoid the money mistakes that ruin many athletic careers. These young players often call him for advice about contracts, investments, and life decisions. Simmons sees this mentoring as his way of giving back to cricket. True wealth includes the ability to help others, and Simmons contributes over $100,000 annually to various charitable causes, but he does it quietly without seeking publicity or tax benefits. His biggest project is funding a community library in the neighborhood where he grew up. The facility provides free internet access, tutoring programs, and computer training for local residents. Simmons believes education creates more opportunities than cricket ever could. He also provides full scholarships for 20 young athletes from poor families. These students receive money for school fees, books, uniforms, and equipment. The only requirements are maintaining good grades and showing good character. Simmons personally meets with each scholarship recipient twice yearly to check their progress and offer guidance. In 2025, Simmons lives exactly how he wants. His typical day starts with a beach walk at sunrise, followed by breakfast with his family. He reads business news and checks his investments before the children wake up. Morning hours are dedicated to business calls and meetings or simply playing cricket with his children in their backyard. He's teaching his oldest son proper batting technique and his daughter how to bowl spin. These family cricket sessions often last for hours because Simmons enjoys sharing his knowledge and spending time with his kids. Evenings are reserved for family time, helping with homework, dinner conversations, and relaxation. The family often walks on the beach after dinner, discussing their day and planning weekend activities. Simmons has learned that time is more valuable than money, so he guards his family time carefully. This comfortable lifestyle costs approximately $300,000 annually, which represents just 6% of his total net worth. The remaining 94% continues growing through smart investments and business profits. Every month, Simmons' wealth increases by about $40,000 without him doing any physical work. This is the power of building systems instead of just working for paychecks. What separates Simmons from athletes who lose their wealth? His mindset focuses on building assets instead of buying liabilities. While others purchased expensive jewelry and depreciating cars, Simmons bought rental properties and dividend-paying stocks. He thinks in decades, not seasons. Every financial decision considers how it will affect his family's future 50 years from now. He asks simple questions before every purchase. Will this make money? Will this create problems? Will this help or hurt my long-term goals? These questions prevented him from making the expensive mistakes that bankrupt most athletes. He never bought a $200,000 watch or a $500,000 car because these items don't generate income. This patient approach extended beyond money. Simmons retired from international cricket while still performing well because he knew his body had limits. Instead of risking serious injury for a few more years,